Hey, right here, right here. Listen, listen. This isn't a normal vlog. This is important. Also, there's gonna be some changes around here, okay? Alright? Okay? Hang tight. The purpose of this video is to make an announcement. Nobody knows this. I haven't told any friends. I haven't told any family. I haven't told anybody about this except for whoever looks at this video. Over the past year or so, I've been struggling with extreme anxiety and depression. Basically, I've had so much on my mind day and night, things going through my mind all the time, thinking about myself in a negative light and not being happy with who I am as a person and where my career is and where my life is going, and just all these things always on my mind at all time, but not anymore. In addition to recently starting to exercise again, eat better, I've also started seeing a therapist for the first time in my life. This is something that I put off for so long because I feel like in today's society there's a negative connotation when it comes to mental health and people with mental health issues, and I feel like there's just such a stigma with admitting that you need some guidance or you need some help when it comes to your mental health. But as a society, I feel like we think that if you have mental health problems, you don't talk about them because that's a bad thing. Having mental health problems is a bad thing, so you don't want to admit that you have them. That's why I never wanted to admit to myself that I had a problem. And I did have a real problem, and I'm still going to always have to deal with it continuously. It's not a finish line thing, it's a marathon that goes on throughout life. And anyways, I've been planning for weeks now a whole big movie, my first ever movie that I was going to do, where I talk about all this stuff, go to all these different locations and interview people and do all this stuff. I was in a huge rut where I wanted to be doing more to fulfill what I love to do in life, which is just create stuff and make people laugh. And I wasn't doing enough of that in my life to really feel like I was accomplishing anything. And that started to snowball into, well, what's the point? Why put out YouTube videos or do streams or whatever the case may be for what I was gonna create? What's the point if it's crappy and no one likes it, or if it's not as good as this other person's thing, or if not as many people see it as this other person? And so I kept making all these excuses for myself, which made me dig a deeper and deeper hole and made me more and more depressed, because I knew what I wanted to do and I knew where I wanted to be, but I would stop doing it. I would stop trying to become who I wanted to be because somebody else told me that's gonna be too hard, that's not gonna be realistic for you to do, you can't make a career out of that, you're not good enough. And then I would tell myself the same things, which was even worse, because then I started to believe I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not funny enough, I'm not talented enough, I don't have what it takes to do what I want to do or to be the person that I want to be. Not even career-wise, but just as a person, as a human being. I genuinely felt like I wasn't good enough to become who I wanted to be as a person. And when things were at their worst, I decided to try to do therapy. Since then, things have improved a lot. First of all, if you're struggling with depression, severe depression, if you are contemplating suicide, call the number in the description right now. Talk to a professional. They're there for you. There's a reason that they're there, and there's a reason that you're here. Second of all, if you feel like, oh, you know, I've just been a little down for a little while, but I'll bounce back, or I've just kind of been sad, or I haven't really felt like myself for quite some time. That's what I felt like. For me, I was never suicidal, so I thought it wasn't that big of a deal, I'm just overreacting. But when I took a step back, and it was over the course of months, possibly over a year, that I felt like this, I was like, whoa, this this isn't good. I need to do something about this. And believe me, you can do something about it. I did something about it. You can too. Click on the link in my description. Website is called betterhelp.com. Go click on it. I'm not sponsored at all. I just want to make that aware to you guys. It's an option. Anyways, the point of this vlog is just to say, if you think you might be struggling with your mental health, don't be ashamed of it. There are options out there that can help you. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm out on the river right now. Whew. It just flooded, almost flooded this past week. The water was like up to there, and then like right up there is like where the road is, but yeah, it's so wet down here still. Anyways, the next part of the video is to talk about a little bit of a change on this channel. I have a whole new mindset now, and it's a great mindset. A lot of my longtime viewers will... Oh, dogfight. Anyways, a lot of my longtime viewers will know that I have a little thing that I do every day where I create one thing every day and I learn one thing every day. And that's my goal every single day. Create one thing, learn one thing. And for me, that works great because that way I feel like I'm progressing every single day and working towards something. It could be creating something as simple as a little doodle and learning something as simple as looking up a 2-minute tutorial on YouTube on how to do something. It doesn't matter how basic or how intricate it is to learn or create, but those are the things that I do every single day. Always learn, always create, so I'm always moving forward. So what's this whole no slump thing that I saw in the intro of the video? Glad you asked. I realized that for me personally, I'm at my best when I'm constantly progressing forward and I constantly feel like I'm working towards something. And that's why I do this whole create something every day, learn something every day. By doing one thing every day to better yourself, you're not gonna fall down into those slumps. Sure, life might have its ups and downs still. It always is going to, but I'm gonna try not to let myself get in that mindset again where I don't think I'm good enough, I don't think that I'm progressing, and I get down on myself. I'm not gonna get back in that mindset anymore because no slumps. For me, I hit a creative slump, a personal slump, an emotional slump, a mental slump, all at the same time. What I'm trying to do is better myself in all those aspects, better myself as a person. I want to do everything that I can to avoid slumps. So that's the plan, you know, consistency, that is the key. So I'm gonna force myself to do a lot more videos, a lot more streams, and just keep creating, keep learning, and I'm gonna stay ready, so I'm gotta get ready. No more slumps, you know what I'm saying?